What is up, guys? We are facing Venom Goblin on Expert Mode with Peter Parker Spider-Man. We are facing him with the Infinity Gauntlet, so we have that set up right here. This is after the attached villain activates, resolve the special ability on each Infinity Stone in play, otherwise put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. And this will give him +1 scheme, +1 attack. Let's go ahead and shuffle up these 6 Infinity Stones right here, and we will create the Infinity Stone deck right over here. And then we are playing Venom Goblin with standard 3 and expert 1. So we do have Pursued by the Past, the permanent environment, into play right here. We also put the Skies over New York with Venom Goblin's main scheme set up. And we put the expert 1 cards already shuffled into the encounter deck. Let's put the starting initial threat on a 3 main scheme. So 0 on Upper Manhattan, 1 on Lower Manhattan, and then 2 on Midtown Manhattan. And then Venom Goblin comes in with Steady and Toughness. He also has a When Reviewed effect. Let's shuffle up the encounter deck. The When Reviewed is to deal 2 face down encounter cards to each player. So we do get 2 face down encounter cards to start this game off. Right here. Okay, and then let's shuffle up our player deck here. And then we're going to draw up to our hand size of 6 in Alter Ego. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and let's see what we got. So we got Avengers Mansion, which we want to keep. I think we want to keep Maria Hill, and let's mulligan discard these 4 cards right here, and then draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got Moon Girl here right off the bat. So we definitely want to play her. I think we use, do we use the Quinn carry here? Yeah, I think we use the Quinn carry here. So, okay, let's use Scientist to generate a mental resource. This would be 2 more mental resources for a total of 3, so we can play Moon Girl. Moon Girl says play only if your identity has a champion or genius trait. We do have the genius trait here in Alter Ego. Response: after you play Moon Girl from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource you use to pay for. We use 3, so we're drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got a suit up here too. Let's see, if we play the suit up, we could get, let's see, we could play like this. We would get Nick Fury, and then we can't play him, so we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and use this as 2 resources. Let's see, if we play, actually, we play Maria Hill, we draw a card. We can't play the Mansion, so I'd rather get the Avengers Mansion down. So let's go ahead and use this as 4 resources, so we can play Avengers Mansion and exhaust it, so we can draw 1 card. And we're going to keep Maria Hill and Webbed up here. Let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. We're going to have Moon Girl floor for 2 from Midtown Manhattan and clear that off. She would take 2 consequential damage. And then Spider-Man is going to, let's floor for 1 from Lower Manhattan and clear that off. All right, that is going to end our turn. We're going to ready everyone back up. And let's discard the Webbed up, draw back up to our hand size of 5 in our hero form, keeping Maria Hill in here. Okay, and then, ooh, we got our suit up, and it is Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to each one of the 3 main schemes. Then he's going to attack us. Spider-Man has an interrupt. Spider says when a villain initiates an attack against you, draw 1 card. So we're going to draw a card here, sets that attack. We got a backflip, so I think we just take the attack to the face. So it's hitting us with the base of 3 plus 1, it's going to be 4. This will be his boost card. We're going to take it. And the boost here is 3. If this activation is attack, it deals indirect damage. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 indirect damage. We're going to put all 7 damage on Peter Parker's Spider-Man. So we will be taking 7 damage, but we're going to play this backflip that we drew here. So interrupt defense, when you would take any amount of damage from an attack back to 7 damage, we can prevent all of it. So we can jump out of the way. And the Venom Goblin now is going to trigger his force responses, right? He has the Infinity Gauntlet and his Claim the Throne. Let's do the Infinity Gauntlet first. So after he activates, resolve special of each Infinity Stone in play. Otherwise, review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck right here. So we put this card into play, which is the Reality Stone. And then, let's see, right here it says, Claim the Throne. After Venom Goblin activates against you, move the Glory counter to the main scheme with the least threat and resolve its special. So since they're all equal amount of threats, we can choose which one we put it on. Let's put it on Lower Manhattan here. And the special is to place 1 threat on each scheme. So they all go up by 1. Okay. And then that resolves the activation. So now in the encounter phase, he's going to deal us an encounter card. We have 3 encounter cards here. So the first one is Smoke bombs attached to villain. So Venom Goblin gets this. He gets +1 attack, and this comes in with 2 bomb counters. It says force response after he attacks you. Remove a bomb counter from here and discard 1 event from your hand with the lowest cost. Next encounter card, Festering Mask. While there are no symbiote environments in play, this card is considered a symbiote environment, coming with 5 threat as a side scheme with an acceleration. And our last encounter card is Spreading Panic. Surge and resolve special ability of the scheme with the glider counter. So right here, this says place 1 threat on each scheme. If a symbiote environment is in play, there is one in play with the Festering Mask. Place an additional threat on this scheme. So this scheme goes up by 2, going from 2 up to 4, and 1 threat on every other scheme. So 1 here, and then 1 on the Festering Mask. And then Spreading Panic is going to surge as well, so we get another encounter card, which is Drawing Nearer. So, okay, this is just an obligation. So we're going to end Venom Goblin's turn with that. So it's back to our turn. And this says, after your turn begins, discard top card of your deck. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursue by Pass for each printed resource icon on that card. So it's going to be a mental resource. So we put 1 thing on Pursue by the Pass. So this is not great. And as an option action, we have to discard an identified specific card from hand to discard this card. Okay, so it's back to our turn. We did the Drawing Nearer. Let's exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. And we want to get rid of Festering Mass here as soon as possible. Do we, let's see, Maria Hill is definitely good here. And then do we want to try to get rid of the Drawing Nearer here as well? I'm not sure. I don't know if we want to. Okay, we got a Thor for 6. So we have 1, 2, 3 with Moon Girl here. If we play Nick, we need all of these as resources to play him. That's not going to work out too well. But then we can draw 3. We can play Maria Hill. We haven't got any double resources yet is another thing too, which will help us a lot. Play Nick. I think we just play Nick here. And then I think we just let this keep ticking because we can't flip down yet, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and use this as 4 resources so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to use this as 2 resources so we can play Maria Hill here. After Maria Hill enters play, we can draw 1 card, drew into SPDR. And then let's use her as a resource so we can play the War of the Great Web. Attach to a character with Spider inside. Let's get the Spider-Man. We now gain the Web War trait, and when a Web War ally is played, we get +1 attack until end of phase. So we have just enough threat removal here, I think. Let's have Moon Girl Thor for 2 from the Festering Mass, dropping this from 6 down to 4. She would take 2 consequential damage. She gets defeated here. Then we're going to have Nick Fury Thor for 2, drop this from 4 down to 2. He will take 1 consequential damage. Then we're going to have Maria Hill Thor for 2 and clear off the Festering Mass. She will take a consequential damage, and now there's no longer a symbiote environment in play. All right, this is pretty nasty here. I don't think we can get rid of it this turn. What should Spider-Man do? We got to discard an ally next turn. Let's go ahead and just thwart here. We're going to thwart for 1, and I think, where do we want it to go? Do we want it to go to indirect damage? Let's see, we can choose a force response. So we have Maria Hill block. We can have Nick take an indirect damage for us. And discard him. Yeah, let's thwart for 1 from Midtown Manhattan and bring this down to 2. Okay, and that is going to end our turn. Yeah, let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand sets of 5 here in hero form. Okay. So it is Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to each one of the 3 schemes. So this goes up to 4. This goes up to 5. And this goes... Wait, 1 threat to each scheme. This one, yeah, and this one goes up to 3. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Then he's going to attack us here. Spider Sense will activate so we can draw a card. And we are going to have Maria Hill block this attack. So hitting with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets a boost card here, which is after his activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter on Pursue by the Pass. Let's do that right now before I forget. Okay, so he's hitting with just 5 damage. He knocks out Maria Hill. And then we're going to trigger all these forced responses here. So let's see. We have 3 forced responses that we got to trigger. We gotta lose enhanced process, which is a little bit unfortunate here. And we have 3 doubles left in the deck, I believe. So we're gonna probably discard that with this. That's fine. Okay, so out of Venom Goblin attacks, we have to pick which force response to do first. Let's do Clam and Throne first. So we move the glider counter to the scheme with the least threat, which is gonna be this one. Take 2 indirect damage. So we're gonna put 1 indirect on Nick Fury and then 1 on Spider-Man. So we drop from 10 down to 9. Then we're gonna trigger the smoke bombs. So remove a bomb counter from here after Venom Goblin attacks. Discard 1 event from hand with the lowest cost. The enhanced Spider Sense that we just drew is our 1 cost event, and we don't have any other events. Okay. Then the Reality Stone will trigger with the Infinity Gauntlet. After Venom Goblin activates, we trigger all the stones in play. So it says discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Let's discard Nick Fury, which is an ally we control. And we place this Infinity Stone into the Infinity Stone discard pile. All right. Then in counter phase, I think we did everything. Yes, in counter phase, we get an encounter card, which is Evil Alliance. Each Nemesis minion in play activates against you. If no minions activate this way, place 3 pursuit counters on Pursue by the Past. So we're going to add 3 counters here to Pursue by the Past. Okay. So whenever that happens, after you place a Pursuit counter on here, if the number of Pursuit counters is at least 3 more than the number of players, so 4, there is more than 4, there's 5 here. Remove each counter here. So that actually works out for us. So we remove all the counters. So we drop down to 0. Remove each counter here. Yeah, so we drop it down to 0. And then flip this card. If your Nemesis in play activate, it activates against you. Otherwise, flip it. So we flip over here. After we flip to this side, find your Nemesis minion, reveal it. And we also get our Nemesis side scheme, put that into play, and we shuffle these 3 Nemesis cards into the encounter deck here. So we're going to shuffle that in. Right. And then we flip this card back over. Okay, so to this side. All right, so Vulture has quick strike, so he's gonna hit us for 3. Let's take it. So we drop from 9 down to 6. Highway Robbery comes in with 3 threat. When review, each player places a random card from their hand face down there. So we're gonna shuffle up our hand here, and we have all good cards. So I don't necessarily want to put any card face down, but I'm gonna lose 1 here. Okay, which is this card. All right, and then that's going to end Venom Goblin's turn, so it's back to us. Let's see which card we lost. Okay, we saw the Ingenuity and the Web of Life and Destiny. Okay, so it's back to us. With the trigger this first, when your turn begins, this card, top card of your deck, place 1 pursuit counter for each printed icon on that card, 2. So we're going to place 2 counters on Pursue by the Past. All right, now we're going to Exhaustive Imagination, draw a card. The backflip. Okay, let's go ahead and play the Web of Life and Destiny. Ignore this card's resource cost if your identity has a web word trait, which we do with the War of the Great Web. So we can play this card for free. And yeah, things are definitely not looking good here. We don't really have anything we can do. We can't thwart out the Highway Robbery to get the suit up right now. I think we save the backflip in hand and hope that we don't die. So this would be 2 resources. So we can play Ingenuity. Oh, wait, we can only play if we have the Genius Tree, so we can't put it down right now. Oh, man. Do we flip down? Then we have to flip down here. Okay, which threat can we control the most is the question. Do we want to take indirect right now? No, he's going to scheme on here, so we can't control that. We're going to have to discard a card from our hand. I think that is fine. So we flip down, we play the Ingenuity. And then should we get down our Web Shooters here as well? Or should we go for a Spire Tracer? Can we do... Yeah, we can't do all of it. I think we go for Ingenuity. Possibly save the backflip. I think I like the Spire Tracer here as well. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh no, okay, we want to discard something for this, right? So we're going to flip down, play Ingenuity, and then play a Spire Tracer. So we're gonna have Spider-Man swing for 2 at Vulture here. Then we're gonna flip down to Alter Ego. We're gonna use Scientist to generate a mental resource. This would be a second resource, so it can play Ingenuity. So Ingenuity says play only if your identity has a Genius Trait, so we could only play that in Alter Ego, so I could not have played it in our hero form, which is why I didn't do that there. And then as a resource, we're gonna exhaust Ingenuity to generate a mental resource. So 1 resource, so we can play Spire Tracer. Attach to the minion, we're gonna give this a Vulture. When attached minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from a scheme. And we're gonna trigger this Alter Ego action right here. Discard an identity specific card from your hand, backflip, and an identity specific card to discard this card. All right. And then that is going to end our turn. So we're going to ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 6. I'm getting all resource cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately. And we can't. No, we can get the. Okay, that'll work out. We can survive this turn here. So it's Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 2 threat to this scheme because of the acceleration right here. So this goes up to 5. Then 1 to each one of these guys. So this one goes up to 5 as well from 4. And this goes up to 6. Okay, then he's going to scheme now on Midtown Manhattan because it's the current active main scheme with a base of 1, 2, 3. This would be his boost card right here. There are no stones in play, so 3 plus a boost. After this activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the pass. Let's put it now before I forget. So this goes back up to 3 again. And then no boost icons. So he's just scheming for 1, 2, 3 on here. This goes up to 8. Okay, then we got to trigger the force responses, right? So the Infinity Gauntlet will flip a stone into play, the Soul Stone. And then, let's see, we got the stone. The Smoke Bomb don't activate because this only activates when he attacks. Claim of Thorn is going to trigger, so we move to scheme the least threat, which is Upper Manhattan. And the special here is to discard 1 card from your hand. And then we can lose a resource card here. Let's see, I want to play Ghost Spider. I do want to play Black Cat, but I'm thinking about getting Moon Girl here. Thing is, if I get Moon Girl, do I care about Black Cat or do I want these resources for something else? No, we don't draw anything else. I mean, Black Cat's still a good option. So we're going to discard a power in all of us here. I believe. Yeah, let's discard the power in all of us. Okay, so we discard a card from our hand. And then we did all of his force responses. So now Vulture is going to scheme with 1 on Upper Manhattan. Because this is the current active main scheme. Okay, so we did all that. Now in counter phase, we get an encounter card, which is Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. So that destroys our plan because this now goes up to 7. And now we can't throw it out because the suit up is underneath here. And I wanted to throw it out with the Spider Tracer to get the, to get the suit up so we can play and get Moon Girl. But now we can't because it's way too much threat. Okay, that's fine. So it is back to our turn. Venom Goblin's turn is going to end here. All right, what are we going to do? So we're definitely not able to play Moon Girl right now. We got all our resource cards at the same time. I think if we play Ghost Spider, do I mansion and deck out? Definitely not with the resource in hand right now. If we kill him with a Spider Tracer, we get 3 threat off of here. There's still going to be 4 more threat. That's way too much. 4. Yeah, we cannot thread it out. Do we take a chance to see what Black Cat gets us? Or Avengers Mansion. Let's check our discard pile here. See how many allies we got. We got Nick Fury, Moon Girl, Maria Hill. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we lost Hobie. 6, Professor X. 7, 8. Okay, we have no more allies to do thwarting for us. Do we have another Spire Tracer by any chance? No, yeah, we lost that one as well. Not sure what the final card in our deck is. It's definitely not a backflip. Okay, I think I want to use the resource first here. Okay, let's use this as a double resource. And then Peter Parker's scientists generate a mental resource, so that's going to be a total of 3. So we can play Ghost Spider. We only play if we control Web War card. We do have Web War cards here with the Web of Life Destiny, and Peter Parker's Web War with the War of the Great Web. So we got her in play. Then do we play Black Cat here? Or do we mansion first? I'm not sure what our last card is. Let's go ahead and just mansion. So we're going to exhaust it. So no, I want to get the double back in. Okay, let's use this as a double resource so we can play Black Cat. So Black Cat has a force response after you play her. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Add each card with the printed mental resource this way to your hand. So we're discarding 1 card. It is a mental resource, so we get it to our hand. And since we decked out, we're going to shuffle up our discard pile right now. And when we deck out, we have to do ourselves a face on a counter card. And let's shuffle up our deck. And we're going to go into this card 1 more card. And if it's a mental, then we add to our hand with Black Cat's effect here. Let's get a good shuffle and try to separate those resource cards. Okay, so shuffling up and discarding one more card because Black Cat wants us to discard two. And it is a mental resource and it's Moon Girl, so we get her to her hand. And that was insane right there. Okay, so now we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion. Let's draw another card. And we're going to, we got to suit up as well. Okay, this would be a double resource when paying for a basic card. And we're going to use the wilds here to be a mental resource. And the ingenuity is going to exhaust to generate another mental resource for a total of 3. So we can play Moon Girl because we're still in our alter ego. So we can play her because we have the genius trait. After you play Moon Girl from hand, draw one card for each mental resource used to pay for it. We use 3, so we're drawing 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And we got Quincare here as well, which I think I want to get down. If we do that, we could save the rapid response. I think we have to actually recover here a little bit. So let's exhaust to recover by 3. That'll bring us from 6 back up to 9. Then we're going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at the Vulture. That will knock him out. And then when he's defeated, we can trade the Spider Tracer. When attachment is defeated, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's take 3 off of Highway Robbery. That will bring us from 7 down to 4. And a Ghost Spider will take a consequential damage. And we know this is a suit up, so I think we can do that for another turn whenever we have everything ready. Let's see, we're gonna flip over here. Actually, let's see, if we suit up, we could get, yeah, we don't need another ally right now. Let's flip over here to hero form. And we're gonna use this as 3 resources so we can play our Quincare here, which we only play if we have the Avengers trait, which we do have in our hero form here. And then I don't think we get rid of the Highway Robbery right now. We want to thwart the schemes and control which one it goes to. So which one? Do we want to discard a card? I think we're okay with the discard actually. So let's have Moon Girl thwart for 2 from Upper Manhattan. Drop this down to 4. She would take 2 consequential damage. And then, let's see, this is going to gain 2 with the acceleration here. So this will go up to 6. I think that's fine. Let's have Black Cat swing for 1 at Venom Goblin and knock off his tough stats card. And then she will, she does not take consequential damage for attack activation. So she's going to stay here healthy. And then I think that ends our turn here. Yeah, let's ready everyone back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5, keeping the rapid response in our hand. We're looking really built out here. Okay, and we got a backflip. So I definitely, actually, do we want to backflip here? Or do you want to discard with the smoke bomb so we don't lose our enhanced spider sense? I'm not sure. Okay, Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 2 to here because of the acceleration. So this goes up to 6. He's going to add a 1 to this one. So this goes up to 7. And a 1 on this one. So this one goes up to 9. And the acceleration only applies to Upper Manhattan because it's a current active main scheme. Then Venom Goblin is going to attack us. So we trigger Spider Sense and draw a card. We drew into SPDR here. Let's see. How much bang for our buck can we get from these allies here? If we take the attack, okay, this would be Venom Goblin's boost card here. So I'm going to do that to us right now. And we'll decide what we do right now before we review that boost. This will discard the card from our hand with the lowest cost. So it's either be enhanced Spider Sense or the backflip. I think we have an ally block for us because we have more allies in our hand. We have Ghost Spider block for us. She could actually get us another backflip. See, we're looking pretty healthy at 9. Is there any, or we get the other hand Spider Sense with Ghost Spider's effect and draw a card with the Web of Life Destiny. I think I do want that bigger turn right now. No, I want a rapid response Ghost Spider, so we don't want her out of the way yet. Okay, we're gonna have Black Cat block this attack. So Venom Goblin's hitting with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be his boost. 2, so 6, 7 damage. That will knock out Black Cat. Then we trigger his force responses. So after he attacks, remove a bomb counter here, and then discard 1 event from your hand with the lowest cost. That's going to be our backflip here, 0 cost event. And this will get discarded because all the bomb counters are gone. And then he's going to trigger Claim and Throne. So it goes on a scheme of the least threat, which stays on here, and especially discard 1 card from your hand. Let's lose a swing and web kick here. And then we trigger the Infinity Gauntlet, so we activate the stone, heal 3 damage from the villain. He's already at full, so nothing happens, and then give him a face down boost card. So it gets this as a boost card now. And then this gets discarded. Okay. And then encounter phase now. So we get an encounter card for a total of 2. First one is Sweeping Swoop. Stun your hero. If Vulture is in play, this card gains Surge. Vulture is not in play, so we just get stunned. Last encounter card, Dark Designs. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursue by the Past. Then if there's any tokens on the villain scheme, so when we place a counter here, it hits 4. When it hits 4, we immediately remove all 4. So there are no counters from here. So this will get discarded and the villain will not scheme. Then whenever there's 4, we flip this over. It says, after you flip to the side, find your Nemesis minion and reveal it. So we're going to find the Vulture again and reveal him right here. And then search the set aside area for Nemesis side scheme. Our Nemesis side scheme is already in play and is not in the set aside area, so nothing happens with that. So we flip this card back over to here. Vulture has quick strike, so he's going to hit us for 3. I don't think we want to take this because I want Ghost Spider Moongirl to take him out. So we take the 3 damage from the quick strike. That will bring us from 9 down to 6. All right, and then that is going to end Venom Goblin's turn. So it's back to us again. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Godswing Webkit. We're going to attack. That will remove our stun status card here. Then we're going to have Moongirl swing for 2 at Vulture. She gets knocked out, taking consequential damage, and she'll get defeated here. And then, yeah, we're going to just have Ghost Spider swing for 2. That will knock the Vulture out. She'll take 1 consequential damage, and she's still alive with 1 more hit point here. All right, and we don't clear this out until we're ready to get the suit up. I think I play... Okay, let's exhaust Ingenuity to generate a mental resource. Queen carries a wild resource, so we can play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, each player draws a card. Let's get another card here. Got his strength. So let's use this as a double resource so we can play SPDR. And we're going to use this as 2 resources so we can play Rapid Response here. Rapid Response is a 2-cost upgrade, max 1 per player. As a hero response, when an ally you control is defeated, we can discard this card, put that ally into play frame, discard out, and do 1 damage to it. SPDR will swing at Venom Goblin and do 1 damage to him. That's our first damage to him this game. That will bring him from 18 down to 17. She will take a consequential damage. Maria Hill is going to thwart for 2. Do we take it off Upper Manhattan right now or the highway robbery? I think we take 2 off of Upper Manhattan in case he gets a scheme activation. So that would drop this down to 4. Okay, and then Maria Hill would take consequential damage, and then that is going to end our turn. Yeah, okay, so we're going to ready everyone back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5. And I think we are kind of in control right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it is Venom Goblin's turn. He is going to add 2 to here with the acceleration from highway robbery. So this goes up to 6. Okay, then what has happened next? He adds 1 to here. This goes up to 3. And then 1 to here, or this goes up to 8, I mean, and this one goes up to 10 because it goes from 9 up to 10. So we put the 3 on here, and then on there. All right, Venom Goblin's going to attack us now. Spire Sense trigger so we can draw that card. And then we're going to have, this will be his boost card here. So he has 2 boosts with the boost card that he already was dealt from Soul Stone. Ghost Spire will block this one now. And then the boost is going to be put Enrage them into play, engage with you, and then 2. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. That will knock out Ghost Spider. When Ghost Spider is defeated, when she leaves play, I mean, she has interrupt, search your deck for an identity-specific event, and add it to your hand. So look through our deck here. And let's get a backflip and add it to our hand. Actually, should we get the enhanced Spider Sense here? Yeah, actually, let's get the enhanced Spider Sense so we can cancel any treacheries that we get. So we add that card to our hand, and then we're going to shuffle up our deck here. So we have to shuffle it after we add a card with her effect. And we're going to trigger the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny. As a response, after Web Warrior ally leaves play, choose a player. That player draws a card. So since Ghost Spider is a Web Warrior, she left play, we can now draw a card here. Turn into a Genius. And then we can trigger our Rapid Response. After an ally you control is defeated, discard Rapid Response, put that ally into play from your discard pile, and do 1 damage to it. So Ghost Spider comes back in, and she takes 1 damage. All right. So I think we're looking really good here. And our deck is looking low. Okay, so after Venom Goblin attacks, he's going to trigger his Force Response here. So let's do the Gauntlet first. So we flip an Infinity Stone. We've got the Power Stone. And we're going to do Claim the Throne. So it goes in scheme with the least threat. It stays on here. The special is to discard 1 card from your hand. Let's lose Which card are we losing here? Maybe the suit up? No, I think we lose the swinging web kick here. Okay, and then after that, then Rage Symbiote is going to attack us, right? We did everything. Yeah, so he's gonna hit us for 2. I think we should be getting Aunt May really soon. So we drop from 6 down to 4. And then the Power Stone doesn't trigger. We get an encounter card during the encounter phase, which is Violent Tendencies attached to a villain. After he takes any amount of damage from an attack, give him a face down boost card. If the attack does 3 or more, then discard this card. All right, it's back to our turn. Okay, let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Okay, yeah, I think we're definitely going to be able to play everything we want here. All right, let's see. We got to get rid of this guy because he has guard and patrol. So we're going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at the Enraged Symbiote and knock him out. So we got rid of the guard and patrol. She'll take a consequential damage. Then now I kind of want to save the Highway Robbery because we already have a suit up in her hand, so we don't need to play it right now. Yeah, we could actually save the Highway Robbery, which might be the better play. Okay, let's go ahead and have SPDR Thor for 2. Let's take that off of Midtown Manhattan and drop this from 10 down to 8. She's going to take 2 consequential damage. With her effect, when she takes excess consequential damage because she has 1 hit point left, she returns back to our hand. Then since a Web Warrior ally left play with the effect of the Web of Life Destiny, we can draw a card in SPDR leaving play. And then with the effect of the Warrior Great Web, we now get +1 attack because the Web Warrior ally left play. So let's go ahead and actually, do I want him to get that face down boost card right now when he's scheming? I don't think I do. Yeah, because then he's scheming with 2 boost cards. I'm already going to be flipping down right now. So I think that would kind of hurt. I see that we do have a lot of threat removal. Let's just do it anyways. Okay, so we're going to have Peter Parker swing for 3 at Venom Goblin because we've got the +1 attack from here. That'll bring him from 17 down to 14. After he takes an amount of damage from an attack with Violent Tendencies, we give him a face down boost card. And if the attack does 3 or more, which it did 3 damage, we can discard this card. Okay. Then, okay, so we did that. We need to thwart this down as low as we can. And we want to thwart, I think, this one down too as well, because I think we're definitely getting Aunt May here. And possibly Nick Fury as well. Okay, let's see. What's the play? I think we flip down first before we do anything else. No, we want to get down possibly the web shooters for Auto Octavius. If we play our... I forgot the Spider Tracer, that minion. That's why I kept it in my hand. Okay, that would have been really nice. So if it has a tech upgrade, we can draw a card. I think we want to get... No, Maria Hill dies. We get Nick Fury and Moon Girl. No, yeah, we have to... We only have a limit of 3, so we don't play auto yet. Let's have Maria Hill Thor for 2 from this main scheme. Drop it down to 4. She'll take a consequential damage. She gets discarded here. Okay, then we are going to flip down to Alter Ego. And then we're going to use... let's go ahead... Let's use our Scientist before I forget. So we're going to use Scientist to generate a mental resource. Engineer would generate a second resource. And then we're going to play Suit Up. Alter Ego action. So we're in Alter Ego, so we can play this. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally and an upgrade that can be attached to the ally and add them to your hand. So our discard pile, we're going to get Moon Girl to our hand. And an upgrade that can be attached here is our Honorary Avenger, which is in our deck here. So we're going to add that to our hand here as well. And let's shuffle up our deck. So we got these cards to our hand with the effect of Suit Up. And then we're going to play Moon Girl. Let's use this right here as a double resource when paying for a basic card. We're going to have the wilds here be mentals. And then the Queen Care will also generate a mental resource, so we can play Moon Girl. And then we can draw 3 cards again, because we use 3 mental resources. We're drawing, okay, we got the Aunt May here. And our hand is huge, but I don't think we're going to be able to play everything that we want, just because it's just too many cards. I think we get down Hobie Brown here, and for sure Aunt May. Let's use this as a resource so we can play Aunt May. And we get Exhaust Aunt May as an Alter Ego action to heal 4 damage, so we go from 4 back up to 8. And then, let's see, we could actually kill off an ally like Hobie Brown and do some damage to Venom Goblin and draw another card here. What other upgrades and supports do we have? We don't really have anything. Okay, let's go ahead and use this as a resource so we can play our web shooters here. This will come with 3 web counters, but we can only use it in hero form because it's a hero resource. But we can play them in alter ego. Okay, and then let's see, I think I want to keep the Spider Tracer just in case. We got a lot of web words here. But let's use this as 3 resources so we can play Spider-Man Hobie Brown. Oh, we're drawing Nick Fury soon. Okay, so we're gonna have Moon Girl Thor for 2 from Upper Manhattan. Drop this down to 2. She would take 2 consequential damage. Hobie Brown's gonna Thor for 2 and clear off Upper Manhattan here. He would take 2 consequential damage as well for thwarting. And then I'm kind of tempted to kill off Hobie Brown here and play Penny Parker. I use this double here, or to use a backflip and a Spider Tracer. Yeah, let's use a backflip. This would be 2 resources, so it can play SPDR. So our ally limit is only 3. So since we have 4 allies, we must discard 1. Let's discard Spider-Man Hobie Brown here. When he's discarded, we're going to trigger his Interrupt. Whenever he leaves play, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and do damage to the villain equals the number of boost cards or boost icons on those 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got really lucky there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on Venom Goblin. That will bring him from 14 down to 6. And we also draw a card with effect of Web of Light Destiny because the Web War ally left play. So we're drawing to another web shooter here. Okay. Then we're going to have SPDR swing for 1 at Venom Goblin. That will bring him from 6 down to 5. She will take a consequential damage. And then I think that's going to end our turn. Yeah, let's ready back up. And he's scheming with 2 boosts, but I think we should be okay. And then are we going to keep these cards? Let's check our deck size here. Whoops. We have 1, 2, 3. We're decking out actually, no matter what. And we're drawing Nick Fury. Do I discard the web? No, I'm going to keep the web shooter. So let's draw back up to our hand size of 6. And we deck out here, drawing Nick Fury and Professor X. Since we decked out, we get a face down encounter card. And we'll shuffle our discard pile back to the deck. Get a good shuffle. Okay. So it is Venom Goblin's turn. He is going to add 2 to here with the acceleration that's still in play. And then 1 to these 2 other schemes. All right, now he's going to scheme. He's going to get a second boost card here because he already has 1. So scheme an Upper Manhattan with a base of 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter. Okay, that is a nasty boost effect. So these both go up to 10, which is not good for us because this one flips at 11. We discard. We did that. And right here says boost effect is you are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. So we do get stunned here. And we're going to be taking damage with that, but that's okay. So he has no boost icon. So it's only seen for 1, 2, 3 on Upper Manhattan. So this actually just goes up to 5. And we're okay right now. All right. Then he's going to activate Infinity Gauntlet. So trigger the Power Stone. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, which we are, take 3 damage. So we drop from 8 down to 5. That will resolve that. It gets discarded. Then we trigger Claim of Throne. So let's see. It moves to scheme of least threat. It stays on here with 5 threat. The special is discard 1 card from your hand. Let's discard the webbed up here. Then let's see. Encounter phase. We get an encounter card. We have 2 encounter cards. First one, Sinister Strike. When reviewing an Alter Ego, place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. Then if there's any counters on it, this card gains Surge. So we discard this. It's going to surge into another card, which is a Symbiotic Throw. A minion here with Guard. And if Symbiote Environment is played, his Patrol, there isn't one. Last encounter card is Improvised Weapons. Attached to villain, there's an Amplify icon here. So every boost is going to be +1. Okay, and then it is back to our turn. All right, so we're not doing too bad here. Do we... I think we actually definitely suit up Moon Girl. Okay, so we're going to have SPDR Thor for 2. Wait, yeah, there's no Patrol. Okay, so she's going to Thor for 2 from Highway Robbery. It didn't matter, there was Patrol. Dropping this from 4 down to 2. With her effect, she's going to come back to our hand, taking excess damage. We draw a card with the Web of Life and Destiny. We drew into a suit up. Now I'm tempted to not get that card. That's fine. Let's have Moon Girl Thor for 2 from Highway Robbery here. Clearing that off. She would take 2 consequent damage and she gets defeated. We finally got rid of the Highway Robbery here. So now we can return this card to our hand, which was the Suit Up. But we drew one anyways. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust Anime, so we can recover by 4. That'll bring us from 5 back up to 9. We're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion, so we can draw another card. We got Hobie Brown. We're definitely gonna suit up Moon Girl again. What should we use as resources? Okay, I think, well, I like Ghost Spider here as well. Actually, what can we do here? If we have, wait a minute. Okay, if we have Ghost Spider die and we suit her up. No, okay, it's okay. That's not gonna work out. We definitely want to get rid of this thing. But we want to play suit up first. Let's go ahead and use the web shooters as one resource and Hobie Brown as a second resource. So this would be 2 resources here, so we can play suit up. After you go action, search your deck and discard pile for an ally and upgrade that can be attached to that ally. So Moon Girl from our discard pile, and then Honorary Avenger from our deck, which is an upgrade that can be attached to Moon Girl. And we can, let's see, add that to our hand, and we'll shuffle up our deck here. Okay, so we need to sort out the schemes really quick and knock out the symbiotic draw. Okay. Then let's go ahead and use Peter Parker's Scientist to generate a mental resource. We can do that once per round. This would be 2 more mental resources for a total of 3, so we can play Moon Girl. So we can play her because we're a genius, and we're drawing 3 cards again because she's a mental resource. And I got the Spirtress here, which is really good. Let's go ahead and use the Honorary Avenger as a resource, so we can play the Spirtress and attach to a symbiotic thrall here. Then I think we play Nick Fury here. And then I think I want to suit up maybe Ghost Spider, actually. Okay, let's exhaust Ingenuity to generate a resource, exhaust Queen Care to generate another resource, and this would be a double for a total of 4, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then, do I want Ghost Spider to die right now? I think not yet. I would like a rapid response right now for Ghost Spider. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to flip over here to hero form now. We're going to attack to remove our stun status card. And then we're going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at a symbiotic thrall. Do we do that? No, we're not going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2. I think I want to keep her. Yeah, we're going to keep Ghost Spider. We're going to have Moon Girl swing for 2 at the symbiotic thrall. And then she will take 2 consequential damage. And then Nick Fury is going to swing for 2 as well. That will knock out the Thrall. He'll take consequential damage as well. When the Thrall is defeated, we can trigger the Spy Tracer and remove 3 threat from the scheme. Let's take 3 off of Lower Manhattan here. Drop this down to 7. And then, let's see, I think we kill off Nick Fury here. Or do I play the suit up to try to get Black Cat into play? I think we use Ironheart and SPDR for Black Cat. I do like our Web Warriors here. Actually, I think we just want to play. Okay, you know what? Let's use this action first. So here, action, spend 1 resource of each type to discard this card. We're going to use Suit Up as a physical. We're going to use Ironheart as a mental. And then we're going to use Black Cat. Actually, let's use SPDR as an energy. So this would be the 3 different resource types, so we can discard the improvised weapons here. Okay. And then I think we actually just keep our hand here. Let's use the web shooter to generate a resource. And then this will be a second resource. So we can play Spider-Man Auto Octavius. Whenever he enters play, we max out on our out limit, so we must discard one. Let's get rid of Moon Girl here. And then his effect is after you play him from your hand, ready and upgrade your control, we're going to ready up the Web Shooter. If it has a tech trait, we draw a card. Let's draw another card here. Got another enhanced Spider Sense. Let's go ahead and use the Web Shooter to generate another resource again. And oh wait, before we do that, we're going to have auto. Let's have auto swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. That'll bring him from 5 down to 3. He would take 2 consequential damage. He gets knocked out and he gets discarded. Then we can draw a card with the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny. June to Maria Hill. Okay, now let's use the Web Shooter to generate a resource again. And then this would be a second resource, so we can play Black Cat. When she enters play, discard top 2 cards of your deck, 1, 2, and add each printed Mentor to your hand. We didn't get anything, so we just discard these 2 cards. Then we're going to keep this here. Black Cat will swing for 1 at Venom Goblin. That'll bring her from 3 down to 2. She would take she doesn't take consequential damage for attacking. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And I think we just about have the kill lined up here. Should we discard Maria Hill? She does give us a draw power. Yeah, it's okay. Let's discard Maria Hill and then draw back up to 5. Actually, do we get... Let's discard the hand Spider Sense too. I think we have the kill here no matter what. So we can draw back up to hands as a 5, keeping just a swing web kick. Okay, we got another swing web kick, so I think that's going to be the kill shot here. Okay, so Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to each scheme. So this one goes up to 8. This goes up to 11 and flips at 12. This one goes up to 6. All right, he is going to attack us. We're going to Spider Sense here so we can draw a card. Oh, we got it anyway, so we don't even need Ghost Spider. Okay, Nick Fury is going to block his attack. Same with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the boost card. Resolve the special ability of the scheme with a glider counter. Oof, okay, so we got to discard card from our hand. We may not have the resource for 3 swing web kicks. Let's discard the webbed up here. And then it's just hitting with 4 damage. That will knock out Nick Fury. He gets defeated. Then we flip a stone with the Force Interrupt with the Infinity Gauntlet. And we trigger this, so it's going to resolve this again. We must discard another card from our hand. Let's discard the Spider Tracer. So we are looking low on resources here. Okay, and then let's see. We did all that. Now we get an encounter card during the encounter phase. We just Sinister Strike, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. And if there's any counters on it, the villain's going to attack you. So there are 2 counters. He's going to attack us. We're going to draw a card with Spider Sense here. June to another backflip. I don't know if I want to play it though, because I want the resources here. We can see what the damage is, yeah, because that's going to be... Okay, so he's going to attack us because we got his card with this thing again. So let's just take it and see what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The boost is 1, so it's going to be 5 damage. We're going to take it. That will bring us from 9 down to 4. Okay, so it brought us from 9 down to 4. And then we're going to trigger all of his force responses. So he activates the Mind Stone. It says you are confused. Spider-Man gets confused here. We trigger Claim the Throne. Discard a card from your hand with Upperman Hand's effect here. So let's lose a backflip here. All right, and then it is back to our turn. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're short on resources here. I don't know we can hang around another turn. We don't count. We have 4 cards left in our deck. Do we have any doubles? 1, let's see. We have the energy double still in our discard pile. What are the chances that we can draw it? If we let him scheme, things are not going to go well. If we do that, we need to draw into the double actually. We play this with here. Play this. Ah, man. Okay, let me see. Does Ghost Spider have any other... Do we have any more identity-specific events in our hand, in our deck? Yeah, we don't even have an identity-specific event, actually, because we drew all this stuff up. Ah, man, I should have kept Maria Hill at this point. Okay, so we have to regroup here and somehow try to not die. If we thwart this out... No, he's going to scheme on here. We have to just let him scheme. Oh, darn, we have no threat removal. Okay, we're going to Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Drew into a suit up. I think we need to use a suit up here to try to live and get some thwarting. Let's see. Can we... deck this out here. Then we lose a swinging web kick. And then, yeah, we gotta play a suit up. All right, let's go ahead and have a Spider-Man thwart. That will remove our Confidos. Okay, then we are going to flip down to Alter Ego. Yeah, and we're going to use Scientist to generate a mental resource. This would be a second resource, so it can play Suit Up. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally, add to your hand, and upgrade for the ally as well. So we're gonna get Moon Girl back to your hand again, and then upgrade's gonna be the Honorary Avenger, which we can attach to Moon Girl. That will resolve the Suit Up. Then, so we have 3 cards left in our deck. If I play Moon Girl, we gotta check if we have any more allies. So 1, 2 with Ghost Spider and Black Cat, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 1 more ally in the deck, I think. So if Moon Girl draws it back up, we might be able to play it. Okay, let's use a Swing Web Kick as 1 mental resource. And then Ingenuity and Quinn Care is going to be 2 more mental resources, so we can play Moon Girl. We're going to draw 3 with her effect, and we draw all the cards in our deck, so we deck out here. We get a face down encounter card, and we're going to shuffle up our discard pile back to the deck again. This is getting really dicey. We can survive this turn. I think we're good, but I don't know if we can survive this. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust Animate so we can recover. By 4, that brings from 4 back up to 8. All right, so we have Moon Girl do some thwarting. We could see if Ghost Spider dies here. Can we make the call for her? If Ghost Spider dies, she gets us an identity-specific event and draws a card. And then we can, okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just thwart first. We're gonna have Moon Girl thwart for 2, and we're gonna take that off of Midtown Manhattan. So let's drop this down to 9. This at 9, this one's at 8. She will take 2 consequential damage. And we're gonna have Black Cat thwart for 1 from Upper Manhattan. She will take 1 consequential damage. And then if Ghost Spider dies, we can recur her with Make the Call and have her thwart for 1 more. That could work, but then we lose a double. I think that's fine. We're not going to do anything with her. We're just going to hope it doesn't flip. Okay, we're going to use this as 2 resources so it can play Rapid Response. He's going to, if he pops that and he schemes again, no, I can't. Okay, I think we need to make the call, I think. Okay, we're going to have Ghost Spider thwart for 1 from Upper Manhattan. Bring this down to 4. She would take a consequential damage, get defeated. Then with her effect, we can search our deck for an identity-specific event. So let's get the Enhanced Fire Sense to our hand here with Ghost Spider's effect. Shuffle up our deck. And we can also draw a card with the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny because the Web Warrior ally left play. And then we're going to draw into a backflip here. Okay. Then we're going to play Make the Call. Pay the printed cost of an ally in your discard pile. We're going to do Ghost Spider here. This would be 3 resources because she's 3 costs, so we can play her back into play again. And then she's going to thwart for 1 from Upper Manhattan, bring it down to 3. She'll take a consequential damage. This would be a double resource, so we can play Rapid Response. So we can have this back down again. All right, that's going to end our turn. We're going to ready back up. And if we survive this, then we definitely win. But if we die, then we lose. So we're going to drop back up to 6, keeping the Swing Web Kick in your hand. And all we need is enough damage for the kill, or enough resources for the kill shot here. Okay, so 6 cards. Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to each scheme. So this goes back up to 10. This goes to 9. This one goes up to 4. He's scheming on Upper Manhattan with a base of 3 plus a boost here. Place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter. So this goes up to 10 and 9. This goes up to 11. So these are 1 away from popping. All right, so he's scheming for just 3 on here. So this goes from 4 up to 7. Then he's going to activate an Infinity, or flip an Infinity Stone, the Space Stone. Then in counter phase, we get an encounter card for a total of 2. First one is Exhaustion, exhaust your identity, and this will surge into another encounter card. Symbiote Berserker. He doesn't have Quick Strike, nothing happens. And then our last encounter card is Joyride. Move the Glider token to the main scheme with the most threat. So we have this one here at the most threat, so that's okay. And then resolve that scheme special, and this will come a hinder 2 + 2, so 4 threat. And a special here is to take 2 indirect damage. Let's put them both. Let's put 1 on Ghost Spider actually, and then 1 on Peter Parker. So we go from 8 down to 7. And this has a hazard icon. And then he didn't activate again, so we don't trigger the Space Stone. And I think we actually win here, so we got really lucky. Let's exhaust Aunt May. This is back to our turn. We're going to heal by 4. That brings from 7 back up to our full hit points of 10. And then we are going to, we could actually recur Moon Girl with Suit Up. I think I do want to do that. So let's go ahead and have Moon Girl swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. That will bring him from 2 down to 0. And then, let's see, so that will flip him over to his 3rd and final stage here, where he has 21 hit points. And it says, when reviewed, do 3 face-down counter cards to each player. So we get 3 face-down counter cards here. And he has Retaliate 1, Stalwart, and Toughness. So he's going to Retaliate, and he would defeat Moon Girl. This guy's not off guard, so we can attack him. She gets knocked out. Then, let's have Black Cat swing for 1 at Venom Goblin. That will knock off his tough stats card. She will take a consequential damage. She gets knocked out here as well. And actually, do we even want to Suit Up? Let's see. If we... Does that give us more resources or less? I think that gives us less. That's fine. So let's go ahead. We're going to flip over here. Actually, let's see. If we play Suit Up and we get Moon Girl in a resource, we play Moon Girl. No, that's fine. Okay, we're going to, I don't know why I want to do that. Let's go ahead and exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Oh, we got a genius here. All right, actually, let's just do it then. We got the genius. Let's exhaust, or we're going to use this as 2 resources here so we can play Suit Up. After you go action, search your deck and discard out for an ally and upgrade that can be attached to the ally. We're going to get Moon Girl again. And we're also going to get Honor Avenger from a discard pile. We add that to our hand. We're going to exhaust Ingenuity to generate a mental resource. This double mental right here is going to be 2 more, for a total of 3. So we can play Moon Girl again. We can play her in Alter Ego, and then we draw 3 because we use 3 mental resources to play her. 1, 2, 3 cards. And then we're going to flip over here to Hero Form. We're going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. That will bring him from 21 down to 19. He's going to Retaliate. That will knock her out. When she's defeated with her effect, we can search our deck for an identity-specific event. Let's get the Swing Web Kick back to her hand. We're going to shuffle up our deck here and then draw a card with the effect of Web of Life Destiny because the Web Warrior ally left play in Ghost Spider. So we're going to get the Web Shooters here. And we're going to discard our Rapid Response. When an ally you control is defeated, we can discard, if we're in Hero Form, as a Hero Response, you can put it back into play. So Ghost Spider comes back here and we do 1 damage to her. And then we're going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at Venom Goblin again. That'll bring him from 19 down to 17. He's going to Retaliate. She will take another consequential damage, so 3 damage on her. She gets knocked out again. We can trigger her effect again to get another identity-specific event from her discard pile to your hand. Let's get the Enhanced Spider Sense. We're going to shuffle up, and we're going to draw a card with the Web of Life and Destiny because another Web Warrior ally left play. And I think that leaves us with enough resources to play all of our Swing and Web Kicks here. Yes, so all we're going to do now, we're going to keep Moon Girl here, and we're going to play all 3 Swing Web Kicks. So 1, 2, 3, and we have a massive hand. So this would be 3 resources for the first Swing Web Kick right here. 8 damage to Venom Goblin. That will bring him from 17 down to 9. And then he's going to Retaliate his back for 1. We drop from 10 down to 9. And then here is another 3 resources for the second Swing Web Kick right here. Another 8 damage. I'll bring from 9 down to 1. He's going to Retaliate his back for 1 again, dropping from 9 down to 8. And we're going to exhaust the Queen Carrier to generate a resource. Actually, we had 3 in our hand right here anyways, so we can play our 3rd and final Swing Web Kick for another 8 damage, and that will bring Venom Goblin from 1 down to 0. And that is Venom Goblin on Expert Mode with the Infinity Gauntlet.